Nothing triggers a weak man more than calling men weak.
It's a trap. It's manipulation. Let's talk about it.
Nothing triggers a weak man more than calling men weak. You want to know if a man is strong? Tell him that you believe the men of the world are weak. If that man is strong, he's going to agree with you. And if he's weak, he's going to argue with you. Stay woke. Nothing.
But this is what we call a Kafka trap, right? It's a fallacy where if someone denies being a thing, denies being X, then it's taken as evidence that they're actually X. If that doesn't make sense with the X's and O's, let's think about it like this. If I accuse you of being a spy and you say no, I say that's exactly what a spy would say. So it doesn't really matter what you say. I always have a way to tie it into you being the thing. Now, of course, this is just simple manipulation, but you see it more and more today. You see it more and more. You see it in comment sections. It's usually the top comment, or it's usually pointing out, oh, look at all these men that are triggered, proving the point. Someone could make a statement, and usually women will make an outlandish statement, something wild, something emotional, something from their own anecdotal experience or someone else that they know, or a friend, relative, and then they'll make a post about it. And it'll be inflammatory. It'll be rage bait. Or it'll just be unnuanced kind of dumb opinion. And then you'll see people in the comment section go back and say, what is this? Right? And then you call those men out and say, see, you're proving the point. See, you're proving the point. This is a very closed, right? Very closed loop where it doesn't allow you to be challenged. We've pointed this out before. It doesn't allow you to be challenged and have any of your ideas called out for the fallacy that it is. Then you complain. Then you look at the state of conversations between men and women and why we keep having the same conversations. Because if we're not allowed to interject any type of logic or reality or stats or figures because you want to feel this way, we break down and we don't get solution. What happened? Then just take a step back and say, it's impossible to change sort of your mentality, the way you think about these things. So I can either waste my time, I can waste my time engaging in this back and forth, which only kind of serves the purpose of making you feel validated, or I can take a step back. The beauty of the step back, is over time, that is going to prove who's right or wrong. Over time, on a long enough timeline, the truth is going to sort of assert itself. If you have this belief that this is how the world is, if you think all these men are trash, none of this, cool, we'll leave you be. Over time, you get to test that theory against a larger reality. A lot of you get protection from reality because you're surrounded by people, you're surrounded by the same echo chamber. But it's the same thing when you see young people with this idealistic sort of mentality about how the world should work. But then over time, a lot of these things get tested. And it's fine to be idealistic. It's fine to be cheery. It's fine to look at the upside. But reality often comes back and says, hey, now it affects you. You don't have to believe or care about what men are saying or what people are saying, what life is saying. But over time, that thing gets tested. Same thing for the men. When you see men saying, yo, if you don't pay all these bills, right, she's never going to respect you. She's never going to do this. You have to be out there and pay all this. Otherwise, you are not a man. You're not a leader. And she can't respect you. And then she ends up leaving you. Look at Yada Awakening, right? You constantly see his stuff talking about, you got to have $300,000 just to date. You have to do this. You have to pay all this. You have to sit at home. His wife still left. So this is just one of those things that given enough time, and time is going to reveal the truth of the matter. The issue, obviously, we don't really have time. Right? We don't really have the time to play this sort of thing out. If you're stuck thinking just like this woman does, then you can do what you want, right? We're not here to tell you that you shouldn't think, or you should think differently, or you should think more objectively. Life is going to tell you that. Life is going to give you exactly what you're looking for. Now, if you're thinking that there's issue with men, or men are supposed to be this way and it's outside of reality, well, what happens over time? What happens to that man that you say that you deserve? The six figure, the top 2-3% man in the world. And you look a certain way, not like that man is looking for, when you have this expectation that you believe that that man is suddenly supposed to turn up. He's just going to knock on your door. You're going to stumble upon you. What is for you will never miss you. We went from how you manipulate men in conversations to how you end up manipulating yourself. You do so with the delusion, with the idea that this thing is supposed to happen. But if you trace it back, you trace back a lot of these ideologies. Where did they come from? They came from some other manipulated lie that you bought into, that you surrounded, you created an echo chamber for and said, of course, this is what it is. This makes sense right now. This is why this is not working, or the problem is external, it's the men. Okay. I'm not here to debate you. I'm not here to tease out any of those. That's not this video. It's just to take a step back and say, okay, I leave you with those notions and those ideas. Believe me, I've tried it. In the past, I've tried to chase down and try to say, but look at this, and this happened. And even in your own personal relationships, try to highlight times when you were doing exactly what she's accusing you right now of not doing. You never loved me, you never provided for me, you never took care of me. And then I'm trying to give examples of, well, but here. I'm trying to now combat this self-delusion. You manipulated yourself into this bubble, into this fear where it protects you from anything else because right now you're emotionally charged, you feel this way. Or your life has dealt you a bad hand in terms of relationships, and now you feel this way. Now men that don't agree with you, they're weak, they're terrible, they're awful. Okay. How am I supposed to come in there and interject a little bit of reality? When we take a broader stance on this is exactly when we see the conversations that men are supposed to sit in the trauma with women. You're supposed to help her through it. You're supposed to show an example of how you can be a safe space for her to let go some of those tendencies, some of those ideas. No. No. You can work on yourself to realize that your specific instances and issues that you've had with men are relationally due to you and that man. Your 4, 5, 10, 15 experiences with men, don't care the number, does not equate to the totality of men. Now, when you walk in and you have this idea, you have this belief system that, okay, if you don't agree, then you're weak. If you don't agree, then you're part of the problem. It's all men. It's all men until, whatever the saying is. And then if you disagree, well, you're part of the problem. You're part of what we're talking about. No, no. And I'm more than happy to end this conversation. No, that's it. Where we are now, where we're finding ourselves is, and I believe this genuinely, where none of these conversations, none of these tactics actually bear fruit anymore. We're beyond, right, the shame, the insults, the guilt. We're walking at least in that direction where it no longer really matters that you feel a way. When you're telling men about themselves, when you tell them a real man would do this, he should do this, you should do this. This is what a real person, no. It's getting to the point where we sit there with a smile on your face and accept the insult and say, I don't really have to engage with it. No. You don't like, okay, great. That statement that you have, that you've held, tells me everything I need to know about you and how you think and how you move and probably the circle of friends you surround yourself with. And I know I don't want anything to do with that. So leave you to that manipulation. You can manipulate yourself. You can talk to yourself in the mirror. You can have these beliefs. It's just not something that I think men are realizing they have to accept. If you disagree, let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on the screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you listen to Sound My Voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. See you in the next one.